I'm tripping. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Polar Experience. We have another great edition for y'all today. We got Mr. A.D. Jackson with us today. The man, the myth, the legend, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, and we got, how you doing, bro?
Good.
Then we got Miss Brittany with us today.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all already know who I am. We got Steve in the back. We got Michelle in the back. We got a full crew with us today, you know? And, man, we appreciate the time. Taking the time of the day to come sit with us, man.
I appreciate you all. Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely, bro. Now, you know, we ask everybody who come on, we ask them, you know, say, rep your hood. What side of the Cleveland do you represent, man?
Oh, man, so I'm downtown. I'm a downtown resident. I live downtown, but I'm from 116 Buckeye area.
Okay.
You know, 116th all the way up to 130th.
That's what's up. So I know we talked about this on camera, but, like, so you said you went to multiple high schools. Which high school would you say helped cultivate the entrepreneur gene? I'm pretty sure you that kid some of the candy or whatnot. Was that you?
Yeah. That was more middle school type vibes for me, man. So I think every high school was an experience. You know, John Hay was different from Heights. I only went to Heights for a day. You know, I wasn't registered with the city, no. You know, so, you know, I was using the address and I moved. You know, we got the mail and I was like, yeah, bro, you don't have a homeroom. So, so yeah, I went to Heights for a day, but I went to Monticello for a second. But yeah, you know, Kennedy was, that was it for me. You know what I'm saying? I think that was it for me. I graduated from Kennedy. So,
man.
yeah, K-House, you know. But yeah, every situation was different.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think the entrepreneurial spirit, it didn't derive from high school. It just derived from my, you know, my upbringing. You know, my upbringing, yeah.
So let me ask you, do you come from a long line of entrepreneurs, or you just seen it growing up, or you just like...
Oh, man, I think everybody in the Jackson family is a hustler, you know, at heart.
Shout out to Jackson family.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. My story is so different from my brother and my sister. You know, we reap the benefits of the good, you know, the good, but, you know, my story is like everybody's story coming out, you know, with parents in the 80s, you know, the drug using and everything like that. So, you know, my brother, he went to Ohio State on the athletic scholarship, and then my sister also went to Ohio State on an academic scholarship, and I went to the military. So, you know, but in my mind, I think we were all thinking, like, with that hustle mentality, like, you know, so, yeah.
Okay, that's I didn't know you was in the military.
Oh yeah, I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy 14, 15 years.
Wow.
I got out as a chief petty officer. I was an E7, and I made E7 pretty quick. I was Special Forces support for 6 years.
Oh, thank you for your service, man.
Thank you.
So okay, let's rush to that, cause like once again I didn't even know that.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I I know you were mad at me telling, but I didn't know how deep it went.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you so you served our country, and when you left out, did you have an idea what you want to do when you got out? I'm not saying like it's prison. I might sound like it's a prison, but
no. I mean it was hell yeah. That's all I dreamt about was moving on my own time. So I've been cutting hair forever. I got my first set of barber license in Norfolk, Virginia. I got a set of cosmetology license in Groton, Connecticut. I was stationed on the sub base there. I had a barber shop in North Chicago. You know, so And then when I got out, you know, that's all I would dream about. That was my thought plan. Like, I'm gonna get out, open a barber shop, figure out what Cleveland needs. And I did some research. I figured out who was the dope barbers in Cleveland, and, you know, and it was kind of like the same stuff. You know, it was kind of repetitive. So I knew just from my travels, from being in different places across the world and the country, it was just like, yo, I'm gonna bring a flavor that Cleveland ain't never had. You know? So that was it.
You seem like a methodical person. Like before you do something, you don't just jump off the porch with it.
Everything premeditated.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything is thought out, prayed about, you know, and then executed on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tell the episode, by the way. So let me ask you this then. So you seen the need here in the city, right? And you already had the skill set with the barber or whatnot. What made you choose to one, because it's one thing to be in the shop, but another like own your own thing.
Right.
And that's all the difference between the two. 'Cause a lot of people think they're one and the same. We all know.
Right.
When you know the difference, right?
So freedom is one. Freedom is one thing. You know, you working for somebody. It's their mode. It's their mood. It's how they set up the shop. It's how they. So for me, I wanted freedom. But then too, I also wanted to give an opportunity. I wanted to give opportunity. So my first barbershop in Cleveland was on 40th in Loftworks. So it was a small situation. Just maybe a tad bit bigger than this space here. I had 4 chairs. And, you know, I occupied one and I had 3 other chairs, but I was only charging $50 a week for booth rent. You know, I wanted to create opportunity for whoever wanted it, but then even with that, you still find out, man, you just deal with some knuckleheads for real, for real.
Wow.
So I decided to consolidate, and you know, I was already on the wave of doing like a loft style barbershop just by myself, and it worked out beautifully.
Yeah,
like it worked out beautifully. So yeah, I got no complaints.
No, I got you.
Okay.
And let me ask you, from that experience, what would you say was the biggest takeaway you got from that? Because, like I said, I know it's like dealing with people. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what? I think just being personal with people, like having your own intimate space, that's a huge takeaway.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because people talk to you more openly, people express more openly, or they just come down off of egos. You know, you ever been in a
I had that one time.
Yeah, you been in a barbershop. I don't know how it is going into a beauty salon or anything like that. Your hair looks amazing too, by the way.
Thank you.
But it's just like you know, you walking through a barbershop, you going to a barbershop that got more than 4 chairs.
Yeah.
So your barber all the way in the back. You know, that's a long walk. That's a long walk, man.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're just not getting that love. You know, if it's a waiting area, if you're not really familiar with everybody in the barbershop, you're not getting that love. You come in, it's just me. You know, it's one-on-one. You know, from the first appointment, you might be a little nervous, but outside of that, you know, in good hands. You in good hands after that. So, you know, I like the personal experience.
Yeah.
I don't really like the crowded experience. I don't like a lot of vibes happening at once. Yeah. You know, I set the vibe. It is the vibe, and you're gonna have a good experience. So that's the huge takeaway, man. Like being able to have up close, personal, you know, involvement with your client without being bothered by other people. Yeah.
That's facts, bro. Yeah. And I was about to say, and everyone thinks about being an entrepreneur as not having to how can I say this, have to adhere to people, because one way or another you got to adhere to somebody. Even if it's your clients. Yeah. People think it's you know what I'm saying. Oh, I'm a boss. Okay, you're a boss, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you are adhering to your employees, to your clientele, all that good stuff. And it's not just I'm a boss, I got to deal with nobody. You're going to deal with somebody.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
No.
So what's some of the struggles that you kind of learned going from, you know, the Navy into, okay, I'm going to do this barbershop thing. I know you said dealing with the knuckleheads was one of them, but what's some other things for maybe someone that's watching that maybe is, you know, thought about the idea of starting a business? And
so coming out of the military, it was, I latched on to people. You know, I wanted to be such of a socialite in the beginning. When I came out, my narrow-mindedness was on like, yo, I'm gonna be the best barber in Cleveland. Like, you know, and I was just like, that started off as the plan, you know, just being the best barber in Cleveland. But then that's such a minuscule thought, you know, like when really it was just like, I need to reach everybody and create something out of just, you know, not just barbering, but cultivate something that could be something more. You know, I got out that thought of like, I need to be the best barber in Cleveland to the point where I just need to be the best people person. That's it, you know. So I don't know if that answers your question, but it's just like, you know, it's really, you know, learning your client, learning your people, who are your people, and latching on. I didn't know who was for me. I didn't know what was for me. I struggle with that because in the military, I can transfer from one base to another base, not even know who I'm around, but it's just like, yo, what's your rate, or what's your job, what do you do? And then you clicked up by association of your rate, by your rank or whatever. Coming back home is just like, yo, I'm me, and this is what I can do, and I want to be your friend, and let's do business together. And yeah, that's not always, you know, the best situation to get into, because people are opportunists, you know. So that was tough. That was tough. You know, I kind of got into bed with the wrong people in the beginning. Okay. But I understood what the end goal was, and that was to reach the masses. You know, but sometimes, you know, you don't need to go down the beaten path of becoming a socialite or being popular or anything like that to reach the masses. You deal with the right people. There's not a lot of people that can say they cut the mayor's hair.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't cut everybody's hair, but you know, but the mayor is not even the most important person that is a client to me. You know, even the person that's catching the bus, 3 buses connecting to come and get their haircut. That's good. That's the most important person to me. That's good. So, you know.
So let me ask you this: would you feel like having that military experience put you at an advantage or disadvantage as being an entrepreneur?
Definitely an advantage. Definitely an advantage. You know, tenacity. perseverance, just having motivation. You know, I'm a self-starter. You know, I motivate myself. I don't need any outside influence. I wake up ready to go. You know, I got an idea. I'm gonna execute on it. But that comes from, I was birthed through the military. I set my mind on something and I know, you know, I'm not gonna just talk about it. I'm gonna execute. So I got a lot of that from my military service.
That's what's up. So I know most entrepreneurs I know from the military, like they're very meticulous, they're very disciplined, they're active, and they're not waiting around for anybody.
No, not at all.
No, I was about to say that. So I got to shout out to the military and whatnot. You know, I can see the common theme is that organized, discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you ain't worry about them; they got it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and I love how you said it when it comes to partnerships, because like a lot of entrepreneurs, they get into into these businesses like, oh, I'm gonna partner with this person. What advice you get to somebody who wants to partner up with somebody in their field or just overall?
Know who you working with. Like really inside and out is intrinsic friendships. Like you can't be like surface with it. You know, I do believe that the best business partnerships come from being a friend with somebody.
Wow.
Knowing their background, knowing their morals, knowing their you know, just their thoughts. But even beyond that, if you go just operate surface and you just go off of feeling in business is business, check their credit. You know what I'm saying? like do they got liens? Do they got liens? Do they owe people? Do they got smut on their name? Like, you know, and getting into somebody's credit. It is more than just the numbers, you know, like your credit score, but then your credit in the streets, your credit with other people. Your credit, it's just like, yo, get into their credit.
That's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge for me.
Yeah.
That's huge for me because I started with just trying to get on with family, and that's a given. Like, yo, you're my brother, so let me put you in position.
Yeah.
I love what was it, American Gangster with Denzel?
Yeah.
And when it's on people,
It
he
was
was
on
savage.
people,
He was
yeah.
savage. He didn't care, but sometimes it be your own people. But you know, we got to get out of that. I think even with your family, if they don't know how you are now at a older age, you know, or as a businessman or woman, they need to get familiar with that. You can't just be like, yo, you my cousin, you my auntie, you my uncle. I trust you. Or we went to school together. I trust. No, you gotta get in the weeds with some of these people.
That's so good.
Yeah. Just be transparent. That's it.
Because people see you, oh, there go Brandon over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Brandon when he used to, you know what I'm saying, do all that. No, I'm Brandon. I'm Mr. Gates now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I like that.
So no, I feel that though. Yeah, because they knew you from where you were back then, but where you are now is a whole different person.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I respect that.
Exactly.
That's dope. So all right, man. Let's talk about, because you are a serious entrepreneur. We're not even talking about one thing. We talking about
some things going on.
Yeah, got some things. And I'm like, you know what? Shout out to AD, man, because he you know, talking about. He's like, you know, what I'm saying, I got a couple things and whatnot. I mean, I want to applaud you because once again, bro, juggling, not saying juggling, but maintaining all these things at once is like, I feel like juggling plates.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is. I'm a vessel. I gotta tell you that for real. Like it's all God.
Come on, man.
But man, well, what's the question?
No, so I want to talk about.
Look, I was about to go into it. But what's the question?
No, because I want to talk about your other business ventures, man. We know about the barber and whatnot. But
Okay.
Let's talk about lounges.
Let's get into it, man. So I love talking about lounges. Lounges is my baby, and this is when I'm gonna look up and look at the camera.
Come on, now.
But Lounges _CLE. Go ahead, follow us on IG. Lounges contentstudio.com. Go ahead, check out the website. It is amazing. That's my baby, man. Like everything that I was manifesting from, I started off on 40th, and I went from 40th to 53rd. I went from 53rd to 23rd. Then I went across the street on St. Clair, literally right next to Spaces & Co. And then, you know, now I'm at where I'm at now at Lounges, and everything built upon itself. I wanted a multifaceted space, not only just for barbers, but for artists of any discipline, of any background. I'm an artist myself. I had a partial scholarship to the Art Institute of Cleveland by way of Kennedy. And, you know, I was a decent student, you know, but I love art. I shelved all of that when I went to the military, and I you know, became indoctrinated into the military way. But coming out, this is all that energy that I was just sitting on while I was just in the military. It was just like, now it's just coming out of me with Lounges. So I host, we have some of the most amazing events that happen in there.
On.
I got some beautiful partners that work in there. I really want to give a huge shout out and some major light to BKA Watts.
Come on, Watts.
That's my podcast, not my podcast, but he's the podcast engineer and Lounges Content Studio. We run, I think, about 18 to 19 podcasts out of there. He is a machine.
Y'all not playing, man.
Pro 3, shout out to the family. We do the live podcast, and they fill up every single time. And this is just a single entity that's happening. But again, just spend more time with that because this is a family, this podcast group here. So we look for a lot of support when it comes to podcasters, and when it comes, I'm into it. I'm getting into it. I have my own podcast, Beyond the Cut podcast. But thank you. But this whole community everybody's jumping into this podcast. And some people are doing laps, some people wading in the water. You know what I'm saying? What I do realize when it comes to it is resources and personality. That'll make it break it.
Title episode, y'all.
Yeah, resources and personality.
That is title right there, y'all.
Vibrate higher. Every boy and girl want that to man. When you feel you've done about the best you can, motherfuck the wagon, come join the band. Vibrate higher.
Resources, then everybody has expensive cell phones in their pockets or camera gear now. So if you're working in ancient time, which is literally 2010, that's you're working with the wrong stuff. And if you don't have a personality, then you might be in the wrong lane. So Watts has really cultivated an environment within Lounges that sparks new when it comes to the standard of podcasting. We got Jay. We do Wake Bend and oh Lord, forgive me, but I think it's Wake Bend and Flow for her yoga series every Sunday. So that is every Sunday at 10 o'clock. It's just a beautiful thing. It seems like it shouldn't be happening, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? We pack that bad boy out. It's a beautiful thing. It's cannabis friendly, so you could come in there, or you can just come in and you don't have to engage, but you could get a good stretch in, and it's actual yoga, So we have AM. AM is with, he has his own shoe cleaning company. I'm gonna get beat up, y'all, because I am.
It's cool.
We gotta go. We're in the comment section. Can we please add?
No, I'll put the show notes.
Thank you.
We got you.
So AM has his cleaning company in there. So like with my clients, they could come in and we have co-working space inside Lounges. So you could come in there, and a lot of my clients engage with him and his brand because it's e-commerce, but you don't take up too much physical space. But you could drop your sneakers off and. Whether it be dress shoes, tennis shoes, whatever. He'll go ahead. He'll get them all the way together, ready for resale and everything. And I believe he also does resell as well. So AM,
we got restoration of the shoes. I was thinking
Lacey Tolley, she does her paint and sip series.
Lacey.
Lacey, that's the sis, man. Like, love Lacey a lot. She's also admin for the website and everything that we got going on with the page. So she's phenomenal and a cornerstone when it comes to Lounges. A lot of her artwork is up.
That's Lacey's artwork.
The Crystal Ladies. The Crystal Ladies.
That makes more sense now.
I'm gonna shout out all the artists that take resonance up in Lounges. So who am I? Am I missing anybody? So Mashawn Ali, he has restorative justice. He'll be doing meetings. This is new as of last week. He'll be doing his meetings there, and just some men's group, you know, and so just talking about all things, man, when it comes to healing. So once he puts out his schedule and everything like that, you'll know it when we know it.
Come on now.
Yeah. So I mean, again, all the artists in there, Capo, J Capo, Sammy Does It, Krista Freehands, like I said, Lacey, all their artwork live rent free on the walls at Lounges. The walls are free. I don't charge a single artist. We don't take any commission. We don't take any nothing. You know, you sell something in there for $1 million, is yours. And I pride myself on that because again, it's opportunity. So yeah, like I said, I talk about lounges all day.
No, I do want to say this because me and Brittany had an opportunity to come down there for when we did the podcast. We did our little collaboration there, and like I was blown away. I ain't never been there before, but I'm like the presence there is just phenomenal. Like I said, the artwork and the fact y'all have different sets. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real production there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, shout out to Watson, man, once again, because like I reached out to him. He was like, man, we do it at Lounges. I ain't never been there. I'm like, okay, you know, I know disrespect, but when I got there, I was blown away.
We was wondering out loud, man, where I got y'all when y'all go pop out to the
oh man, come on now
to the live podcast.
We'll talk about it afterwards and whatnot because we got David Shands come to the city. You know what I'm saying?
I heard about that too. Yeah.
We'll talk. Yes sir. Yes sir.
For sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I just want to commend you because once again, bro, you are embodiment of what it means to collaborate.
Yeah.
And not even collaborate, but actually mean it. Because some people say I want to collaborate, but they do it on the cusp of I want to use you per se and not collaborate.
Accessorize you.
Exactly, bro. And I didn't even know what, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know the fact that you're having people art rent. I mean, having art in there rent free. Commission. Come on now, bro. No one does that.
No, I mean, but that's also I'm blessed. I mean, I'm 100% disabled through the VA, so you know, for the rest of my life I'll be taken care of and. My son as well, but I get that back again, like opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's just opportunity. So a lot of people don't know how to receive opportunity too. You know, that's we squander that, or they look for paths of least resistance. And sometimes the opportunity still you got to work through the opportunity. Yeah, still got to work through the opportunity. But a lot of people don't know how to receive opportunity. So to that question that you asked me about. Me coming out the military and how dealings with people, that's hard too because people don't trust. They don't trust when a good thing is given to them or even presented to them. They're like, no, this is too good to be true. You know, you got to scam me or something. You know?
Right.
It don't feel right. It won't be Cleveland unless you scam me.
So listen, we'll talk about it later, but I'm going to ask you, do you feel like it's a Cleveland thing or you think it's an overall thing?
It's an overall thing.
For the culture.
It's an overall thing. It's not even a culture, man. White folks do it. Everybody do it. You know, if you could get over, you go get over. That's human nature. It's magnified in our community because we are us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we see it. But no, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well, the fact that you're trying to combat that, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You showing people another way and whatnot. And that's what and I love that. And I like to think, in my mind, that Cleveland, we're reversing that. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all doing, what we try to do with the pull-up experience. We don't have everybody. Y'all have everybody. We will have everybody on here. You know what I'm saying? We're not biased or whatnot. Like we want to be able to bring the city together. So shout out to y'all, man.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this then, because we got the lounges, we got the barbershop. What do you have coming up next down the pipeline in your entrepreneur ventures, my friend?
Man, so I'm about to get back into my video bag. So I went to school for digital photography and graphic design.
Time out, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's a free degree. Like that's what you go to the military. You get a degree, you know. So I went, and that's where if you go on some of my old stuff, Brilliant_barber, that's my barber page. Jackson Motif, and then Jackson Motif Social Space. Those are my other pages on IG. But you go on Jackson Motif, you do a little scrolling. That's my personal page, man. You'll see some pretty amazing stuff in there, man. When the whole content buzz was really going. I've been I've had a camera in my hand for about 6 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, but, I kind of hyper-focus on things from time to time. Lounges, again, that was all last year. I was hyper-focused on that. Believe it or not, man, I did 90% of that myself. Everything
Time
in
out.
Building, carpentry, everything. Like, the aesthetic in there.
What?
Yeah, man, yeah. But people that know me, that follow me, that again, I don't know everybody. I just know the right folks, but
Yeah.
they would tell you like, yeah, that dude be building.
Wow.
Like, I will make some stuff real quick.
Yeah,
so
so-
everything in there, I created that whole
Wow.
ambiance, man. That's everything in my mind on display, you know.
And I feel like that's a true embodiment of an artist. Like you have the concept of the idea in your head and you bring it to life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like when you get a chance, go down the lounges. You see what we're talking about because
Come
it's like having like a production set. You have one room that's this, one room that's that, this room that's that. It's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listen, shout out to you, brother. I did not know that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's come around. It's a co-working space too. Come and chill. Like people are down there. You will see some amazing stuff. People just chilling. You might have an artist on the easel painting. We've had somebody in there strumming a guitar. Like when the homie Kayla, she was working on her DJ stuff, and shout out to Kayla. She's doing amazing stuff. She would be in there, mixing R&B stuff. But there's always something going on. I kind of envision. Like you think about the show Friends, I love that show.
Me too.
It's like one of my guilty pleasures. But you think about this show, and you think about these folks. I'm trying to get away from like saying like these white folks, but you think about these folks, man, and they go into this coffee house, man, and they're known and they're welcome and they vibe in there, and that's like their home away from home. Why they still just assume that they still patronize, they still they pay for the space and coffee, whatever. Lounges is like that. You could come in there with your friend groups, your network groups, and you could chill, you could relax, you could create.
No, and like I said, I just know just being in there, like I've been there 3 times, and each time there, it's always been a good time. Never been not a good time. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
I love the vibes, the fact that everyone's just chilling. Everyone doing their one, two, and they just chilling and whatnot. And I think we need more of that in the city. You know,
for sure.
Unfortunately, you hear about these different places, and you hear the atrocities that are happening and whatnot. I just feel like when you go in the lounge, you feel that camaraderie, you feel that, you know what I'm saying, creative vibes. You're like, I'm about to just start making something.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: in your opinion, what do you feel like the future of podcasting is like? Because like we are seeing the age of, and I see this all the time on the podcast. Everyone wants to create a podcast, right? Yeah. Which is cool, but maintain is a whole different thing and whatnot.
For sure. So if doing a little research, YouTube is actually is projected to be the #1 hosting site for everything. Everything.
Wow.
Literally, so you watching your TV, you watching any of your streaming channels, your podcast, even social media with their shorts and everything that they have going on. YouTube is about to make not even about to. The comeback is already there. Yeah. Living in this digital age, social media, you think about the big, what is it, Twitter or X, IG, and it was TikTok. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Yeah. But now there's long range social or content when it comes to podding. It has to live somewhere, and it's so much information that it can't just go on like IG. People's attention span is not that not that big. That's why it's easy to look at a picture and just scroll, or look at some words, a sentence, and scroll. But YouTube is about to be in a premier place, and I believe that again, helping folks with, it's some folks that sit back and they have all the personality and they don't want to say anything with fear of reprisal, being ridiculed, just being shy or whatever. You shouldn't. Everybody don't need a podcast. Let's get that clear. So everybody don't need a podcast. Everybody don't need a podcast. Because some opinions are just shrouded in ignorance. You just don't know what you don't know, and it's cool to speak from the level where you at. But to your answer to your question, I think the best of us, and I won't even consider myself to be among that. I just like talking with the people I like talking with, and we on camera, and we having fun. I think the people that really, I love the way Cam and Mace did it. You look at Shannon Sharp, you look at Stephen A. Smith. They all went on each other's show. That's why I'm like, I'll come up.
Appreciate you, by the way.
And then we were, you already came down the lounge. You already came down and did your thing. But it's just like that part of showing up for each other, putting on for each other, and then holding each other accountable too. You know what I'm saying? That's real huge for me, and that's what what you said. We'll chop it up off cam, but it's just when we hold each other accountable and we put each other in the high regard to make sure that, hey man, like if you got something going on, let me know and I'll bring my network through. Or if there's an opportunity and we don't have to recreate the wheel, let me know and let me see what resources I could go ahead and just throw in there for you.
Yeah.
That's missing. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
we
that's
can
facts.
if we lean more on that, and I'm not going to the cookie cutter answer would be teamwork. Somebody got to lead, somebody got to follow.
No, that's right.
So I won't say teamwork. It's just like, the best of us, we need to get each other, hold each other accountable,
That's right.
and move in unison to the point where Cam and Mason, I love it is what it is.
No,
Not for the production value, but for the fact that these are two homies that's been friends for 20 years and they just chopping it up about sports. Sometimes it need to be like that, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Stephen A. came on, that's Stephen A. You know,
Right.
he nationally televised, anchor, he goes on their show and there's no issue. You know,
Right.
it's love,
It's love.
So, we need a lot of that, bro.
No, facts, and I concur with that. You know what I'm saying? Because too often, ego and pride get in the way, and people just be like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't work with them or all that. And we see it too often in our city or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And like we want to be able to disperse that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the great thing about our city is that it's big, but sometimes it's still small. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason why we can't all just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, kumbaya, but can't work together because you're doing great things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone's doing great things, and no reason why we all can't work together. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So no, I love that, man. So okay, we talk about the past, talk about the present, talk about the future, man. And I know we kind of alluded to that earlier and whatnot, but I do want to make sure
What's coming up.
Can't sell your home and tired of carrying that load? Drop the house. Gutter Properties will buy your house as is with offers up to $300,000. Need serious repairs, liens, taxes, or judgments? We'll work through your unique situation to get that house off your back. During your free, no-obligation appraisal, we maintain social distancing and take every precaution to ensure your experience is safe. Drop the house. Gutter Properties. Call us or visit gutterproperties.com today.
Yeah, so we got the WNBA and the WBL Women's Basketball League coming April 6th. So we're an auxiliary host to all the activities that's going on for NCAA. Shout out to Coach Crawley. But yeah, they bring the idea down. They're doing a Tall Girls United fashion show. And the premise of it is for tall girls that might have got left behind for a prom or being chosen first, for stuff like that. I mean, these are beautiful women too. They just happen to be over 6 feet tall, and they getting bags. So it's just like I don't know why you wouldn't choose them. No, they're doing a fashion show. The whole idea is it's super dope. They're setting up a marquee in the middle to look like an arena and all that good stuff. We got the LED walkway, but that's coming down, and I look forward to doing more events like that, more corporate events like that. We got spring is here. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? So the outside is about to get activated. We got a lot of summer programs coming up. Veterans Lift is my new nonprofit we just started. And then Art Life, me and Tim Lewis of Ridolph Farms.
Okay, man. Shout out to Tim, man.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. And we got our nonprofit, like I said, Art Life. Everything is happening according to plan. You know what I'm saying? And on God's time. So I feel good about those things coming. So we're activating to do some more things with the community, get involved with the community, not just events, not just hype stuff, but some things that are going to cultivate change.
That's good,
so,
bro.
Yeah.
No, and once again, I just want to give y'all credit. Not even credit. I want to give y'all flowers, man. 'Cause once again, too often we see the other side of the spectrum where it's like I'm doing my own thing. We over here. We just gonna rock over here. Y'all bringing everybody into the fold. You know what I'm saying?
We trying.
No, that's what's up, bro. And I just want to commend y'all for that because not too people are doing that nowadays.
Right.
So I just want to thank y'all for that. So okay, we gonna get into our we like to call it. You know what I'm saying? We call them. I don't know what you call them anymore. We call
You call them staple questions.
I call staple questions. Right.
Stick with that.
But
This wine is good, man.
hey, look, shout out. If you have not got you some Two Wines, what are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? We are here, sitting here in Two Wines Winery, and we're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? With the best wine in the city, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, our simple question. And the reason why I lay these questions, man, and like any great podcast, if you watch, or any great interview, they always have these questions they like to ask everybody. And the reason why I love them because I love the answer that people are saying. And the first question, and you guys are embodying this first question, so I was going to give y'all props for that. But how do you feel like we can change the narrative of Cleveland not being a collaborative place?
Hold ourselves accountable. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the number one person that may be screaming at is the person that's probably not being collaborative. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably want the collaboration to work the way they see it to work. We gotta shed that ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're great, you can work around with other greats. If you don't know it all, and collaborating, sometimes people just want to get in bed with the populars, who got motion, or who got, and sometimes you're missing a blessing with somebody that's right around the corner, that's right there. You know, and it goes back again. I'm gonna keep on saying that resources.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best of us don't have what we need to shine. So collaboration looks like that. Collaboration may not look like me coming on your show, but it may be like, hey, let me give you all a DSLR camera, or let me give you, lighting, or let me mics, or any, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So it's just like we need to collaborate in that way. You know, make ourselves available, but hold ourselves accountable for sure.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Okay, let me ask you this: is there anybody in the future you will love to collaborate in the future?
Oh man. I'm just waiting on that call from Obama to just be like, come on, come on, I need
I know
a
you watching
fan.
Obama.
Come on, man, listen, at my feed today, I love Jill Scott, and it's crazy. It's right on time, man. I woke up with a song in my heart. So, Jill Scott, I love Jill Scott. I would love to work with her on whatever level. But for real, like, I feel like the most important of us, the president, people in high regard. I'm not really talking about like rappers or anything like that. I'm just talking about really important people. Like I would love to be around these folks and further affirm them through their image by cutting their hair. You know what I'm saying? Because you can feel you are who you are. The people voted and they say you are who you are. But it's just like, I'm going to affirm you and I'm going to make sure you look good. That's what I'm saying? So when you look good, you're going to feel good.
You're going to feel good.
And it happened for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not cutting hair forever, bro. It's not. I'm not cutting hair forever, man. So really, the real question or the real answer to that is, man, I want to work with everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's not one person in particular, man. If you think you matter, let's get cooking. Let's get cooking.
That's good.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, we know that you, the sky's the limit for the things that you're going to do in your lifetime. And when it comes down to it, AD, what would you like the legacy to be for you as the person? And then for you, for, Lounges CLE and all of, the endeavors that you have business-wise?
So for me personally, man, my legacy, I want to be known as the creative that made a way for other creatives. That's really it. And if I fall short on the creative, then maybe I was just a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being a good person, that's it, moving in righteousness. As far as in business, when it comes to lounges, I don't plan, once my son graduates, my boy got a full ride scholarship to Benedictine, academic. He's a smart little guy. But once he's out of here, like, I'm out of here. I want to move back out the country. I spent some time in other places overseas, and it's just like, I want to make furniture. That's it, So for lounges, I wanted to live on to be an opportunity for the creatives to create, for the networks to expand, all that good stuff. And I wanted to just be a hub and for it to thrive by itself. It could self-sustain. That is my hopes, that it's self-sustained and it's something for the people. And then it was one more. It was for myself, a business, and what was the other one?
No, it was just
that was it? Okay. Then that's it right there.
Bro, I gotta say, you are the most complex person I've ever met, bro. The fact you're a carpenter, photography, barber, just creative, bro. People say, they can't put you in no box, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though.
It's funny, man, because when people say, you can call me whatever, don't call me broke, I really look at that as, like, because I have the other part is, the rest of the sentence is because I have the ability to make money. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, there's no way. There's no way that I'll ever be broke.
That's right.
So.
That's good right there.
Well, yeah, we can attest to that. That's for sure. So, I mean, you have given us so much, to digest. I mean, this has been a wonderful, wonderful time with you. For those that are watching, we just like to kind of narrow down everything that you've kind of gave us and condense it down to 3 key points that someone watching should be able to gather from today.
Okay.
So,
I got it. So,
call it the challenge question.
Resources.
Mm-hmm.
Resources are important.
Yeah.
Know your people.
Okay.
Be transparent. and move in an authentic nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird being in monologue and character mode all damn day. Yeah, be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And move in that essence. So, and I think that's what you see with me, my business, and everybody that I mingle with. So.
No, that's
for sure.
No, and then, like I said, I this podcast space is not easy. Let's say it like that. And the fact what y'all are doing, I have major respect for it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all literally create a community. You know what I'm saying? And I had the pleasure of being down there. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like it's people actually interactive, and like I said, it's the spirit of the place. You know what I'm saying? So the fact what y'all doing, I feel like it's something major. You know what I'm saying? And then needed too. So I was gonna give you guys your flowers. So. I thank you, man, because once again, I know you're a busy man. You took time out to come to our podcast, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
Yes, sir. So, guys, like I said, we got to pay some bills. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I was going to say the most important question.
The most important question. I'm sorry. My bad. Bro, the most important question, I feel like on the whole podcast, where can we reach you? We're going to learn more about you, all that good stuff.
All right, so as mentioned before, loungescontentstudio.com. You can check us out. You can see all the events that's coming up. You can see past photos of events that already happened. You can register for a co-working space. You can register to become a tenant. We got 3 different tiers with that. And there's just some dope pictures on there too. So, I mean, the photography is crazy. The layout is super easy to navigate the site. Lounges_CLE. You can check us out there on our Instagram. We update that thing daily. So the stories are always going. You can see whatever happened the night before. And then what's about to happen in the future. And yeah, you can check me out on Jackson Motif. You can check out my old page. I'm on there sometimes, Jackson Motif Social Space. My barber page, I'm AD Jackson, but AKA Brilliant Barber. Brilliant_barber. That's my barber page. I promise you that's all the pages that I got. But yeah, you can check me out there. And yeah, but Lounges is where I'm at. So, you know, Lounges Content Studio, St. Clair, 1547. Come out at me.
And by the way, for the late people, be in the show notes, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be. It's boom. You see the screen right there below. It's everything for AD, okay? Yes, we appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
And like I said, we got to pay some bills, y'all. Guys, Lord Jesus, April 18th. We're bringing David Shan to the city, guys. April 18th, we're going to be at Midtown Hive.
Tech Hive, right?
Tech Hive, yes, thank you, y'all.
You.
Y'all don't know this, I am hopped up on cough medicine, so excuse me. My mind's
but you still pushed this way through.
Yes,
so
yes. I'm Jordan it right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't going to miss out on the interview.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, David, I'll let you take it with Brittany.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So April 18th, you guys come. David Shans is going to be in the building. He's going to teach us how to start a podcast, how to monetize it, and to be honest with you, just giving you just the business 101. So it's going to be a great time with great entrepreneurs, great podcasters. It's going to be an overall great experience. You don't want to miss it. Tickets are going fast. Where we have the tickets?
We only got 15 left.
Okay, y'all. Stop wasting time. Time is ticking.
Yeah.
April 18th will be here soon, so get your tickets. Again, you're going to text Podcast Summit, all one word, to 33777, and we will see you there, okay?
Thank you, Brenda.
And while y'all at it, make sure you check out my podcast, Beauty Told. Again, weekly drop-ins of my episodes, whether it be relational, whether it be finance, whether it be lifestyle. Again, having phenomenal guests on where we're taking those topics and we're expounding on them. And overall, I just want to see positive changes. Again, if you can learn from our mistakes, then I know that it was well worth, the story being told. So I will see you guys there.
Absolutely. And if you guys rock with us, then you guys rock with Brittany, okay? Lastly, I can remember this part. I want to thank you as the person watching, the person listening to the podcast, because it is still growing. We can't thank you guys enough. And if you, once again, and our vision for this podcast, for any podcast, is that we want to shed light Cleveland in a positive light or whatnot. And I'm pretty sure what y'all doing down at Lounges, same thing we're trying to do here as far as put Cleveland on or whatnot. Right. So with that being said, I think last night, we had 7.5 million views. That is something not to scoff at. That's just phenomenal. And that just shows once again the need and the want y'all want for great stories like AD's, okay? But listen, we want y'all to continue sharing, continue liking, continue commenting. We just want to thank y'all for that, okay? And this episode 199, guys. 199. And we don't take that for granted. And we just want to thank y'all. And I thank the team once again, because this is once again a moment in history. I got to say something myself. Okay? So listen, guys, we will see y'all next time. Peace. Right.